Morena e te whana, kei te haere au, ki tō wahine kainga. Good morning. I am walking to my fiance's home. It is, what's the time? It's like, I can't remember the time actually. I'll chuck it on the screen. It's pretty cold, man. Pretty cold. Hold on a sec. As I was saying, it's pretty cold. I think it's 8 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I forgot the conversion. It's also rubbish day, so everyone's put their rubbish bins out. I normally don't complain about being cold or not, but it's actually cold, bro. My fingers are frozen. Grass is frosty. Some cars' windows are iced up. It's cold. I'm also carrying something peculiar, odd. I'm carrying a bag. And you want to know what's in the bag? A plate of kai, my dinner from last night. Mum made 2 burgers, my favorite. So I was like, oh, yeah, no, I can't leave that for someone else. I'm just gonna take it with me. So I literally wrapped it up in the plate because I didn't have any container. And I couldn't put it in the bag, obviously. By the way, you might be able to see, got the raincoat on the bag. On the day that it's not going to rain. Check the weather, it's no chance of rain today, so funny. Man, my pants keep falling down. Yeah, so this morning started off a bit different. I woke up a bit later than intended. I went to sleep pretty early, but I actually woke up around 2ish. I struggled to go back to sleep, and then I got up around 6 something. Wanted to get up at 5ish and did journal. Didn't do exercises because I'm still quite achy and sore, so I think today is going to be a much needed rest day. Actually, another thing I did this morning was I tried to tally up all of the blocks into different categories to see where I'm spending lots of time, and then when it comes to like how can I improve today, it'll basically be spending more blocks or time on key activities and spending less blocks or time on rubbish activities. So yeah, see how that goes. For example, I spent 3 hours on the phone. That's kind of unavoidable. One of those phone calls was actually something I wasn't meant to do, but I forgot and I did it anyway. So, and then I spent a lot of time. I spent an hour walking, so that was 6 blocks. 3 hours on LinkedIn, so that's 18 blocks. And yeah, like 1 block on reading, so I need to spend more time reading, more blocks on reading, less time recording. Was fine, editing was fine. Last night's video, yesterday's video, 24 minutes or something. It's way better than 40 minutes or an hour. So this 10-minute record rule, 10-minute this block thing, it's actually working so far. Working better than I intended, which is ironic because today's Darren Daily is all about accidental inventions, or basically things work out better than you could have planned, and the whole thing is about like adversity, turning adversity into strength. So that's a really strong topic for me for a lot of reasons, and I'm planning to do a video recording for Darren, or Darren's team, and I hope that he sees it. Basically, in Darren Daily, there's a avenue for you to submit feedback. You can do 5 stars. You can either write something or you can do a video recording. So I'm going to choose to do a video recording, and I've been drafting what to say for quite a while now. So today's Darren Daily was kind of the push, the final push that I needed to make that happen. So that's what I'm going to do at some point today. Going home now, a little past halfway, just approaching the lights, and then I'll stop recording. But yeah, I've already watched the Darren Daily, done the voice note, so yeah, heading home and continue with the day. See you in a bit. It's 6:20 in the evening on a Tuesday, and it's been a hectic day, bro. Been a hectic day. Whew, well, it's been so hectic I haven't even touched my journal. That can't be right. Oh, here it is. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even do my grid. I think I started writing this at 6:30, and then I went home, and then basically just went from one thing to the next. I don't even know if I have recordings, but I had to go home because we were getting a medical alarm installed for our mother-in-law, and then what did we do next? I had to sort some stuff out for my brother, and then I went home and had like a late breakfast, like 10, 11ish. That was a few hours late, and then we ended up going back, got him a phone, and then we picked her mum up and we dropped her off at an appointment, and then we got something to eat, and then we came home. So, and then in between all of that, I think I was on the phone for like an hour 10 on hold, waiting to talk to Genesis to basically confirm that we were connecting with them and to make sure that everything's in order, and it is. And yeah, literally empty. So I don't know if there's any value. I shouldn't say that. But today's basically been a rest day. I haven't gone for a walk. And saying that, I'm at 7,459. So I did walk home to her house, and then just walking around doing stuff. But I haven't done like my exercises because I've been feeling a bit sore. But I'm actually a bit better now, so maybe I can get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow's also a big day because we're picking up the keys, so we need to probably leave Auckland around 10ish to get down there by 11:30, and to get the keys by 12. And then we're going to do some measuring and shopping for stuff, couches, fridge, bed, and then we're moving on Thursday. So Yeah, what have I done? I did a recording. So today's Darren Daily. I don't know if I talked about it, but it's about how adversity, I think the title was how to turn your biggest crisis, or how to turn your crisis into your biggest win. And it was about him sharing the story of a famous pianist. I can't remember the name. It was like Pulaski or something. And it was basically this, there was a kid who somehow got on stage and he was playing chopsticks and the audience was booing him. But the famous pianist sat with him, told him to don't stop, and they just did this duet, and it was beautiful. And then Darren shared all of the historical stories of how all of these different inventions came to be, and they were complete mistakes. So it was penicillin, it was Viagra, and then it was the microwave. They were all accidents. And the message, and then he went to share his own story about how basically everything that's ever happened in his life was never part of the original plan. So that kind of hit me, because it's like, it almost feels futile to have a plan in the first place, but it's like you need to have some kind of a plan. It's kind of like having a goal. You need to have a direction, and what happens towards that direction is less important than just having a direction to begin with. Like, at least go that way. And what happens, you know, he kind of said that he just keeps walking through doors. The door opens, he walks through it. Opportunity. So yeah, it's been a hectic day, man. It's been a hectic day. Trust me. This is kind of one of the dilemmas. It's like, if it's not on camera, it didn't happen. But trust me, there's a lot happening behind the scenes. If you knew how much was happening behind the scenes, you'd probably think I was mad. So yeah, I don't know how to even rate today. Intent. Okay, I did do the first thing. I didn't do that, or 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 that. So I did 1 out of 10, which is really bad, because I was basically doing a bunch of other stuff. So I've got to say, having this tripod is kind of nice, because I don't have to hold it, and you don't have to deal with my shaking. Which reminds me, I need to get a gimbal, because that selfie stick is good for photos, not great for recording. Yeah. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I think I'm going to sign off here. Sorry for today. Might seem a bit messy. Tomorrow should be interesting though. I don't know what I can get on camera. But yeah, tomorrow should be an interesting day. Looking forward to it. Exciting. Gonna sign out. Today is day 59. If you've been following this journey, I just want to say a big thank you. Like I said, I did a recording to Darren Hardy, and it was basically a testimonial for Darren Daily. And I watched it, and man, both times I watched it, it just choked me up. And I don't know, maybe you watch it and you're like, what are you talking about? What's the big deal? But there's so much emotion that I think about. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't break down on camera, because yeah, it's deep. It's pretty heavy stuff. I also had a lovely conversation with a former Toastmaster, somebody that I met through Toastmasters, who has asked me to mentor her, coach her, and yeah, to be honest, I'm just humbled. And one thing I said to her, and I'll finish with this, is that sometimes we need to be reminded of how special we are. Sometimes we need to be reminded of what impact we've had. And because we tend to not I say we, generally, we tend to not have like the best, what's the word, perception of ourselves. Like we don't believe in ourselves sometimes the way that others do. So maybe that's true for you. It's most definitely true for you, because it's definitely true for me. But yeah, if you've been watching, if this is the first video, if this is, you know, if you've been watching, I appreciate you. Thank you. It means the world to me. And yeah, this will only get better. I promise that. It will only get better. Anyway, it's almost 10 minutes, so I better stop talking. Love you, and see you tomorrow.